Let's see. Oh man. Damn, that's good. Hey, what's up guys? Luis here with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at. And today we are in Columbia, Missouri at an incredible restaurant called Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse. This restaurant has been here over 80 years. So look, come with me. Let's find out what's so special about Ernie's. Hey Tom, what's
Luis,
going on?
are you hungry, my friend?
Of course.
I've
That's why
always
I'm
got
here,
you.
man.
I've always got you here.
All right, so what do we got here?
Well, we just made a classic meat omelet for you. We've got
Okay.
some ham in there, some bacon in there, a little bit of sausage. I know you like Swiss cheese.
Come on, man.
We ran it through the garden, gave you some tomatoes, some mushrooms, a little bit of onions, you know.
So good. Oh man, this is
Fresh
so
Idaho
good.
potato on the side, warm the belly.
Oh yeah,
Welcome to Ernie's. Good to have you in. Have a seat.
so good, man.
Relax. That's what we're all about.
I
Taking
appreciate
it
it.
easy.
I appreciate it, man.
You know, we got you when you come here. It's about the experience. You can get food in a lot of places, but it's an experience that you really want to have, and that's what we're all about. It's taken us a long time to get that.
I bet. And you guys have been here for 80 plus years, right?
88 years, I think it is.
88?
Yeah, a long
Wow.
time.
Wow.
But it's about the chemistry of your staff,
Yeah.
and then the repeat clientele that you enjoy seeing and taking care of. Just like you walk in here, we're going to know what you want.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have you, and you're going to relax
I love
and
it.
step back in time when you come in here.
I love it.
You know, it's a little bit of 50s, a little bit of 60s, but a lot of modern conveniences have found their way in here along
Of
the way.
course, and it's all for the family and everything, right?
It is.
I love
It is.
man.
Everybody.
I
you
love
know,
it,
I was
man.
just talking to one of our customers. I had breakfast with him Friday. He was a football player here at MU. And we was talking about his wife and how they had met, and their first date, they came here to Ernie's.
Really?
And I had
Wow.
a little girl in here today that's our hostess now and cashier. And her grandparents have been coming here since I bought the place.
Oh, wow.
And her mom used to work for me.
Really?
So,
Multi-generational, right?
it's a family more ways than one.
I love it, man. This
If-
place is awesome.
If you come in here, we're going to make you feel like family, you know.
I love it.
That's
But
our
you also
goal.
got a couple of other things to show me, right?
I do. I'm thinking, how hearty do you want to eat today? You know, we have a burger, the Anderson burger, half-pound classic burger. You don't go in a diner that you can't get a good burger. So let's go fix that
You
up.
know me, I'm full boat. Let's go.
Let's
do
get it done.
Awesome.
Luis.
All right, so what do you got for me now?
Classic burger.
Okay.
Can't go to a diner without getting a classic burger.
All right.
Our secret is pretty simple. Keep it fresh. Keep it fresh. We have
Oh,
a
so
kid's
good.
burger. We have a twin burger. We're an old place, so we've got some different names. We got the Tommy burger, and then we've got this one, the Anderson burger, named after a customer from back in the 50s. And it's your basic half-pound burger. Let's add a little cheese to it, add a little bacon to it, make it right,
So good. I like the
make
crisp
you
on
sleep
it,
good tonight.
right? then
And
these
the
right
onion
here.
rings, now,
Come on, man.
these onion rings are not breaded onion rings. There's a big difference in a breaded onion ring and a battered onion ring. This is a beer battered onion ring. And when it's cooked right, which I hope it is, you can
It is.
bite into it. It's crispy on the outside.
Yep.
The onion's done and comes apart on the inside. And it's full of moisture and flavor.
It is.
Where the breaded one's just a little dry to me.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
what you're going to get when you come to Ernie's. Of course, we run it through the garden, give you a side on there, put what you want. You know.
I like a classic burger. Sometimes I do the garden, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I want to try the classic, and I love the crust on it. It's so good.
Good.
So good. Great burger.
Good. And the bun is a big part of that. We want to make it toasted just right, but not too crisp. You know, like you said, good buttery flavor on it.
Well, I look at your menu and there's a club sandwich. I think it's called the Chicken Club.
Chicken Club. Let me tell you a story about that.
Please
I used
do.
to work at a restaurant in Oklahoma, and I was at a club actually, and we went to a restaurant there that had that sandwich, a similar sandwich to that. And my wife loved it, Christine.
Okay.
And so when we came here, she said, yeah, if you're gonna get that diner, you're gonna have to put that sandwich on there for me. So the number 4 club, as we call it here, it's a hot boneless 5-ounce chicken breast. Right. And we cook that, throw some fresh bacon on top of it, and then cheese, and we put it on Texas toast, which is the same bread that we use to make our French toast, which we're well known for. And put it out on the side, run it through the garden, let us pickle onion, tomato, give you a side of mayo. Let you put the mayo on if you want it. I'm not a mayo guy, but some people are. So let's get that going for you.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Awesome. So Tom, let's talk about your story. But first though, I noticed right away when I walked in, you got Jerry in the back. So tell me about the painting of Jerry.
Oh gosh, well, it's a well-known fact. I'm a deadhead.
Okay, all right.
Love Jerry Garcia. Feel lucky that we're living in a lifetime that Garcia was alive to give us that music with Robert Hunter. One of my customers came in and painted that, and it's been about 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
And said he thought I needed it, and so that's how I came across it and found a home here for it. But
there you go.
Love Jerry Garcia and the
Love
Grateful Dead. Yeah.
So now tell me about your story. How did you get started in the restaurant industry?
Grew up on a farm, so always been in food, and went to college and was waiting tables, and then went to tending bar and come out of college, and my now wife, girlfriend then said, what are you gonna do? And there was a fellow opening a new restaurant where I went to college, and I said, I'm gonna go in the restaurant business. And that's how it started for me back in really 1986.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know you got plenty of experience. You have a million stories. Now, let me ask you this: out of your entire time being in the restaurant industry, what is one dish, if you can pick one, that it just came out of your mind, and that was it? If you could define your entire, and I know this is hard, if you could define your entire career in one dish, what was that dish?
Oh God, that's quite the complicated answer.
Well, I remember when we were in the kitchen off camera, you were telling me about this lamb dish that you made, that you were piping the whatever
veal and the veal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would that be it? Because that's very unique.
I don't know. I want to go back to where I started. I started at a place called the Vintage House.
Okay.
From a guy named Bobby Starko. Shout out to Bobby. Bobby has a place called Kimosabi Sake and Steakhouse out in Frisco, Colorado. But we started in an old prime rib steakhouse. Okay. Classic style.
Right.
And we had a lady who worked in the kitchen named Vicky LaFaro. Okay. And we made classic prime rib with Yorkshire pudding. And so I'm gonna say that's the dish.
That's it.
I'm gonna say if you season the prime rib just right, you cook it till it's just nice and juicy and the blood's coming out warm, and you got a fresh piece of Yorkshire pudding on the side and soak that juice up. And for me, fresh horseradish with it.
There you go.
That's as classic as it gets.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
One other thing though. So right here, of course, one of the main focal points of the restaurant is this art piece right here. Can you tell me about it?
That art piece came to Ernie's in the 1950s, about 1952. The fellow, Chester Gould, who created Dick Tracy, he's from just south of Chicago. Okay. And there's a college that's just, I don't know, half a block down from us called Stevens College. Really big equestrian college back then, and it was all female college. And his daughter went to that school.
Oh, okay.
So when Chester visited, he'd come down the street, stop here at the counter at Ernie's, and have the twin chopped cow. And they call it a chopped cow, which is nothing more than a double burger, you know, if you go any other place, but we call it the chopped cow. And Chester would come in here and he would eat that chopped cow. And so one day he drew that and left it for the owner at that time, which was Ernie Lewis, and it's been there ever since.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's just a very unique piece of history of what Ernie's is.
And it goes with the place.
You
know, I think that's what's important about this place too, to understand. Like we were talking about, you can go a lot of places for food, right? But you come here for an experience.
Right.
And the energy, even when we're not open, the energy in this place and this piece of ground, we're on the sunny side of the street and it's just a good place to be.
There you go. Ernie's is the good place to be. And with that said, let's go check out that last item that you're gonna serve for me.
I got you.
Awesome. So is this the one that you were just telling me about?
You were just talking about the chicken club. This is the one named after my wife.
All right.
It's not your classic chicken or classic club, but it's served hot.
I'm gonna put it through the garden like you like to say.
Run it through the garden. You gotta have it. Mayo if you want it. If you don't, put it to the side.
Let's see. Oh man. Damn, that's good.
We marinate the chicken breast. Then we kind of cook it on the grill, but we put a top over to help steam it and keep the moisture in it. Add some fresh bacon on it. Run it through the garden, if you will, and pick a cheese. Served on the same bread, Texas toast, that we use for our French toast here, which we're really known for as well. So it's an Italian Vienna style bread.
That is very juicy. And chicken breast is something that you can dry out very fast.
Yeah.
That is super juicy.
Good.
Well, shout out to Christine that she loved this enough that you have to put on the menu because this is phenomenal.
She never makes a bad decision for me. I found to follow her direction has led me in the right way.
That is so good.
Yeah, glad you like it. Glad you like it.
I'll probably be here the next 20 minutes eating this thing and talking. But Tom, let me ask you this. How can people find out more information about your restaurant? How can they find you on social?
We are on a Facebook page. We have a website out there, Ernie's Cafe and Steakhouse.com.
Okay.
And our menu is online as well, and it's in an online format.
Oh,
so
nice.
we've addressed a lot of that. You know, as COVID came around, like you said, we're 88 years old. We've been here for a long time. We do a lot of things old school. We don't really advertise. But when we had that time to sit back and think, we put our menu out online because people weren't wanting to touch menus. And I'll be honest with you, menus can be a dirty thing in a restaurant, you know? So we've addressed the online market, if you will, and kind of got in step with the 21st century.
Okay. Love it. Awesome. So you can find them online?
You can find us online.
Love it. You can also find them on americasbestrestaurants.com. I'm going to eat this right here. This chicken club, number 4, right?
Number 4 club.
Boom. I'm going to see you guys on the next one.